Within the last half hour, Governor Roy Cooper signed an executive order to raise the unemployment benefits for those impacted by Hurricane Helene. Thanks for being here. I'm Liz Ortiz.
And I'm Russ Bowen. Thanks for being with us. And the weekly rate will now move from $350 a week to $600 a week. From the moment Helene's impacts were felt in western North Carolina, there has been no shortage of people helping those in need.
CBS 17's Greg Funderburg live tonight in the town of Bat Cave, where volunteers from around the country are converging. Greg.
We have a lot of volunteers in Bat Cave. Take a look here behind me. You can see here over my head, you can see there are crews working from AT&T working to restore some power here when it comes to the line to get people connected when it comes to their phones. Also across the street, you can see where volunteers have also dropped off gasoline. We can talk about the efforts that have been in this area. Lots of volunteers have come from thousands of miles away to lend a helping hand to help this community get back on its feet. Tim McAfee is one of many volunteers hitting the streets of western North Carolina.
We help people every day, but they have a home, right? And usually, mostly they'll have water. Down here, not so much.
He works with a nonprofit called Servants in Pennsylvania. He says his mission and calling became apparent after talking to the pastor at Calvary Chapel near Bat Cave.
He goes, we need help. God was putting it on our heart and some of the other volunteers' hearts. And I said, let's just go.
He says they loaded up their disaster trucks, equipment, and hit the road. Like many volunteers, they faced the tough reality of roadways along Highway 9 being partially washed away and others down to one lane.
I came from Cedar City, Utah.
Bill Ganussi is another volunteer and former firefighter.
I just feel it's my duty as a Christian man to when my neighbors are hurting, to come help them.
And for these volunteers, it has been more than a mission to help clean up.
There's been some hard times, but good. You know, the stories where, you know, the people we helped, families are dead. That's hard. So, love them well. Stand there and hold them while they cry.
And as they help hold this community together, they're leaving behind a lasting impression.
We get to pray with people. They know that we're coming in the name of Jesus, so we come and love on them in his name. A lot of volunteers throughout the area, not just in Bat Cave, but across western North Carolina, coming all across the country to lend a helping hand. Coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, I'm talking more to the Bat Cave Volunteer Fire and Rescue about some of the damages that this building sustained. Also, they're going to take us inside the basement where it flooded and they lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in equipment. Join us for that coming up later this evening. Reporting live in Bat Cave, North Carolina, Greg Funderburg, CBS 17 News.
Sure that they are glad to see those volunteers and those utility
Absolutely.
workers behind you, Greg.
Thanks so much, Greg.